They will never let a black man be Captain America. And even if they did, no self-respecting black man would ever want to be.
I was inspired to create this video diary to highlight and appreciate Marvel's approach to bringing the Isaiah Bradley Captain America story from comics to screen on The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I should begin by stating that I don't necessarily see my being black as specific motivation for taking pointed interest in Bradley. It's certainly a factor, but I implore you to consider the deeper meaning of Bradley and his story, and what both represent to marginalized and exploited groups of any race, orientation, or origin. The basic fictional story of Bradley is he was one of 300 black military personnel recruited by the US government under false pretenses for secretive scientific experiments. Each of the 300 men were given the super soldier serum, a precursor to the serum responsible for Steve Rogers' Captain America, with it essentially killing all, with the exception of Bradley. The families of the deceased are lied to and told their loved ones died in battle. Bradley would then be subjected to further painful experiments intended to identify and isolate how he was able to survive so that the process might be duplicated. Over time, the serum would cause irreparable, degenerative harm to Bradley's mind and body. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier expands the story further, adding that after experimentation, Bradley was jailed and barred from communicating with his loved ones. Bradley's story, with its parallels to the real-life Tuskegee experiments, serves as an important reminder of, and allegory for, the history of racism and exploitation in the United States and world. It also serves as inspiration to the Falcon, portrayed brilliantly by Anthony Mackie, to take back up the shield after surrendering it in the debut episode. The tragedy of Bradley and his comrades forces us to consider real-life history and how the powerful mistreat and take advantage of the powerless. Some would say Falcon taking on the Captain America mantle and shield is a betrayal to Isaiah Bradley. While I understand that position fully, the horrors Bradley experienced remind Falcon that being a hero means recognizing our faults and mistakes and aspiring to be better, and doing so for the betterment of all. Steve Rogers' Captain America wasn't perfect, and he knew the people who created him weren't perfect either. But he always made sure his every action and deed served what he best understood as the greater good for all people, American or otherwise. This is what the shield represents. It's not supposed to represent perfection. Falcon should, and ultimately will, take up the shield to honor the ideal of his fallen best friend and the notion that we all must do our part to protect and support one another, no matter our individual backgrounds. While it seems quite obvious to point out that racism, bigotry, and exploitation are wrong, there is evidence that some have not changed their thinking. I applaud Marvel for introducing the sensitive Bradley story to a larger audience. He represents the voiceless majority and regular people who do much of the work that makes the world go. Stories of this type have a place and role to play in elevating television to a place where it might inspire us to make better decisions and treat one another with the dignity and respect we all deserve. This is the way. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what Bradley's story means to you.